Hi everyone, namaste. If you've ever wondered how to get started with meditation, today I'll take you through that. So the first step is to find yourself a nice comfortable seated position. So we prefer, if possible, to sit on the ground. So not directly on the ground, it's good to have a few cushions so you feel nice and comfortable, but it's helpful to connect with the ground in the practice. If that doesn't feel comfortable, you can choose a chair or you can sit up in bed. But in bed, you're more likely to fall asleep. Also, when you're lying down, you're more likely to fall asleep. If that's what you're wanting to meditate for, to help you to get to sleep, then that's perfect. Go and lie down or go and sit in your bed. Otherwise, find yourself a nice comfortable spot on the floor with a good few cushions. It helps to have a cushion underneath the buttocks if it feels good for you. That will help to elongate the spine. And the more that we can sit comfortably upright in our practice, that will also help to support our mind and to help cultivate a nice, good energy flow in our meditation practice. The second step is to choose a mudra or a hand position, which is also known as a seal, that we want to hold in our meditation practice. So I've done another video specifically on the different mudras. If you don't want to choose a mudra, then you can also have just the palms facing up or the palms facing down, just resting on the knees. So the third step is to allow the eyes to close. If that doesn't feel good for you, then you can choose just a position on the floor, sort of at an angle in front of you, that you can just have a steady gaze. If it feels good, then just allow the eyes to close. That will help to contain the energy of the practice. So the fourth step is bringing the awareness to the breath. So with the eyes closed now, or at that point of steady gaze, we're going to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And as we're exhaling, we're feeling that connection with the ground. So feeling the energy just connecting and lengthening down to the ground. And with the inhale through the nose, we're feeling the energy rising up from the ground through the body, lifting the crown of the head to the sky, and then just allowing an ever so gentle tuck of the chin so that we can elongate through the back of the neck. So this is establishing a nice, comfortable, upright position, but not allowing the shoulders to come up with us. So just allowing the body to be comfortable but upright. And having this nice upright position will really help to allow the good energy to flow. Fifth step is to now choose a focus point or a drishti. So that might be the space between the eyebrows or the space of the heart. So the drishti or the focus point is a point that we keep returning to after the mind starts to wander. So we're not actually trying to control the mind, we're just trying to build our awareness of when the mind wanders. So once we notice that the mind has wandered or it's engaged with a story or becoming emotional, then we can draw our mind back to that focus point. So that can be the space between the eyebrows, which is also known as chitakasha, or the third eye, or the space of the heart. So just experimenting with either of those, seeing what feels good, what feels comfortable and easeful. Or if you have another drishti or focus point that you use and feels good for you, then go for it, use that. So once you've gone through the 5 steps, we're basically just maintaining the 5th step, which is the gaze or the focus point throughout the meditation. So we're building up our awareness when the mind wanders, just gently drawing it back, praising ourselves for becoming aware that our mind has wandered, and then just drawing our focus or our drishti back to the space that we've chosen. So the space between the eyebrows or the space of the heart. And that's basically the whole meditation. So you can feel the breath through those gaze points as well, if that's something that you'd like to focus on. And perhaps you'd like to set yourself a timer, or just allowing yourself to go for however long feels good for you. And we can close our practice with a big inhale and a big exhale, and then just gently opening up the eyes. So just to recap, the first step that we had was finding a comfortable seated position. Use whatever props that you need. Make sure that the body can feel comfortable, that the spine can be upright without holding or gripping. And the second step is choosing a mudra or a hand position. And you can reference the video that I've made related to the mudras. The third step is to close the eyes or to find a steady gaze at a particular point. The fourth step is to start to focus on the breath, and with the exhale grounding through the body, and with the inhale feeling the energy rising up and lengthening the body. And then once we've established that, then just resting in that nice position. The fifth step is finding our drishti or our focus point for our meditation. So that can be the space between the eyebrows or the space of the heart, or it can be something else if you really feel drawn to that particular part of the body. So if you have any comments or questions, please let me know in the feed below, and wishing you all the best with your meditation practice. Namaste.